talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling icky, 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 icky? I read it there. Let's talk. But first, I had a postal worker that I met on the cruise. You know who you are. She sent me a picture of why are they stashing water? Y'all work at stations and they got the water locked up in a cage, and management is saying that the people are stealing too much water. Now, mind you, the water is for the postal carriers, but they have it locked inside the cage. Now, I was gonna put the picture up, but due to privacy, we're not gonna do that because I don't want people to be like, hey, that's my station. Don't want nobody to get in trouble. So, is that happening at your station too? That's foolishness. If they buy water, it's for the employees. Now, I get it. Some of y'all be ODing, talking about, yeah, I need a whole case of water for the day. Come on now. If the post office is buying you guys some water, just do it in moderation. Moderation, get 3-4 bottles for the day, keep it going. They shouldn't be locking the water up. This is why we have the problems that we have. They provide the stuff and then we beat it up. I remember when they was giving us wipes and stuff, and we would take a whole case of wipes and the Windex and people bringing it to the house. Anyway, I got 2 topics to talk about today. I want to read a letter somebody wrote me, and it was a very touching letter, so I'm going to read that. Also, they got 2 postal workers that were fired after undelivered mail is found at their home. Come on now, what y'all doing? Undelivered mail found at the house? This is ridiculous. Let's start off with the foolishness first, and then we'll get into the letter that was written to me. All right? 2 Iowa postal workers were fired or forced to resign last year after investigators found undelivered mail at their home. What?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Yo, bro. I'm in the middle of my video, man. You can't just...
Excuse me? Postal family, did you subscribe?
They can't see you over there. Like, what is you doing, dog? You gotta be over here if you trying to... You can't... Wait, what is you do? I didn't invite you into my show, dog.
Did you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel? Because I see I have a lot of subscribers.
Okay.
But the only thing is, I'm trying to make it into a very good goal. 1,000 subscribers. So I'm gonna ask very politely, can you please just hit the subscribe button? It doesn't hurt. So please, I'm gonna make sure this guy over here, my dad, puts my channel in the pinned comment.
Bro, you know I'm in the middle of my thing here. What, you can't just, like, you can't do that. But okay, well, you got your, did you get it out?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Aye.
You go back to doing whatever it is. Where did you even come from? I thought you were at your mom's house. Anyway, all right. I apologize for that. Okay, where was I? Whew. 2 Iowa postal workers were fired that kid is funny. Forced to resign last year after investigators found undelivered mail at their homes. According to federal records, Casey Keene worked as a rural associate mail carrier for the Postal Service In April, the area postmaster began fielding reports of undelivered mail in the community. In May, the Postal Service officially allegedly went to Keene's home and, according to state records, found multiple containers of undelivered mail, as well as a bottle of liquor in 2 separate vehicles Keene's used to deliver the mail. Some of the undelivered mail was at least a month old. According to testimony given at subsequent state hearing, postal officials went back to Keene's home 10 days later with a U.S. Postal Service resignation form that was partially filled out. Keene completed the form and was considered to have resigned. But at a December 2023 hearing on Keene's request for unemployment benefits, Keene alleged she was not in a good frame of mind when she filled out paperwork. Her husband had just passed away a few weeks before, and she had been forced to resign. She alleged that she was told if she refused to resign, she'd never be able to work for the Postal Service again. The Postal Service disputed that allegation and stated that had Keene refused to resign, the agency would have allowed her to continue her employment. Wow. You heard the Postal Service said, we ain't tell her to quit. If she refused to quit, we would have still let her have her job after stealing mail. Boy, our place got some messed up going on. Anyway, administrative law judge recently ruled that Keene's testimony of being forced to resign was not credible, noting that she knew about and had used the union's grievance process when the Postal Service had previously tried to fire her for unspecified reasons. I don't know, because they'll force you to resign. They will. They'll force you to quit. So I don't know if the judge knows about how the postal works. The post office will make you quit. Say, hey, look, that's exactly what they'll say. If you resign, you can get employment again. But if we fire you, then you won't get it. So the judge didn't do this right. But I'm no judge. I'm just reading. Bennett denied Keene's request for unemployment benefits. In a separate case, Dejon Johnson, a carrier assistant for the Clinton post office, was placed on unpaid leave in late October, pending the completion of unemployment termination proceedings. State records indicate that the action was in response to 3 separate allegations of mail theft. According to the records, those allegations triggered an investigation that led to the Postal Service using GPS locator and video surveillance equipment to determine Johnson had taken a customer's package to his own home. You see, y'all think it's a game, boy. The post office don't play. Boy, they know what airtang is. Airtang? Irritang. Somebody spell irritang in the comment section. The records indicate the Postal Service informed Johnson in November that he was eligible for termination pay. I didn't know about that. From December 7th through January 16th. But as of January 17th, he would no longer be employed by the agency. That's interesting. I never heard that. Clinton postmaster Mary Artwood said Friday that Johnson is still in the process of being fired. It wasn't just one package, it was several packages that were missing while in his care, she said. After a recent hearing on Johnson's request for unemployment benefits, administrative law judge such and such ruled Johnson was ineligible for such benefits. The employer has established Johnson was suspended due to theft of mail. Theft of an employer is generally disqualifying misconduct. That's kind of common sense there. Anybody in the comments, any one of you guys that think that he should, something ain't right with you. State and federal court records indicate no criminal charges have been imposed on either Keene case or Johnson case. Why not? Why not? I mean, come on, man. It's the only place that people get away with stealing stuff and ain't got to do no consequences. Stealing? Bro, suppose it was my PlayStation this dude stole. Come on now. Come on. You know what? We're going to end this off on some good stuff. Somebody wrote me, and yeah, you ain't got to listen to it. I just thought it was very touching. Very touching. Hi, JH. I'd like to start out by saying thank you for all your time and effort you put in your channel. I find it both educational and entertaining. That's because I'm an entertainer. Your almost daily publication of the current USPS events is always a joy to listen to and watch. I can really appreciate the fact that you made it through the struggle and made a life for yourself and your family. I am not the same cultural background but worked in the hood for 20 plus years. Nobody from the outside of the hood understands the real struggle and hurdles to get out and create a value to their life system. This is true, because right here it says, where we from? Straight out of the Bronx, baby. Boy, if you ain't been there, you don't know. Someday we will all be Americans with special values to bring from cultural backgrounds and accepted as such. We still have a long way to go. True. I retired from one job 25 years ago and tried to get into USPS after 2016. No luck. I'm living in the South now, and if you ain't from here, it's tough. I recently retested, scored 100 with the grace of God, got hired as a custodian laborer. Just finished the 3rd week and love it. I'm 60 years old, soon to be 61 in April. I'm thinking of hanging around for 5 years and reevaluating at that point. I've always wanted to work for the USPS. I try to help out the carriers and the inside staff when I have extra time. Not very often, as the PO has not been cleaned or looked after for 3 years. After day number 2, I had every lady in the shop come and personally thank me for cleaning the restroom. It hadn't been touched for over 3 years. Now ladies try to keep it up, but needed a lot of attention. The men's room was a disaster. I almost vomited when I entered the restroom. Needless to say, everything is back in shape. I actually love my new career and the fact that I organized and made the small facility safe, a sense of accomplishment. Pallets were stacked 9 feet high, trays all over the place and stacked like leaning towers of Lego blocks and cardboard galore. I managed to take care of everything and I'm staying on top of it. The postmaster says that he has never seen the place in such good order. I just refinished the entryway to the shop and applied a coat of acrylic. Looks great. I'm not bragging, but just wanted to let you know I'm proud of the work that the good Lord has allowed me to do, and now it's time to help someone else out. Someday, I'll figure out your real name. Good luck. I may have heard it once in your video. Anyway, I'm assigned to such and such. I thank God every day for the road that He's given me and always feel obligated to help someone else out who is less fortunate. Already know and what I will do. The question is, did I do enough? You're in my prayers and I'll try to keep in touch. I signed up to your son's channel. That's pretty cool. Keep a close eye on that. We have a lot of wackos in this world. It's great that he has a leader and a mentor. Keep up the good work. Sincerely, such and such. Now let me tell you something. This made me feel good because yes, it was a struggle and it still is a struggle. And I did create this channel to help people get into the post office. Because no matter as much trash as we talk, there still is a place that's gonna employ you. And if you stick around long enough, you will have a career that lasts you for a long time. It's just about getting through that struggle. I said it before and I'll say it again. I truly appreciate the people that send me the good messages, even the bad ones. But I know that I've touched a couple people's lives throughout my 4 years of this. And that's all I gotta say about that. But the one thing that really stuck out is he said he was proud of his work. Regardless what anybody else thinks, he's just a custodian. But his little bit of work impacted everybody at that station. Make them feel good. Yazime, think about that. All right, this is JH with a message for y'all to think about. I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.